All right, today let's go ahead and take out Psalm 5. We're going to do Psalm 5 now. And then we're going to do 5, 6. I wasn't feeling well yesterday, so that's why we didn't get to it. Now, Psalm 5 talks about, and it says, you guys online, do you hear me? Raise your hand.
Yes.
Navi, I need your video. I need to see your face. Okay. Psalm 5, it talks about David prays that God will defend and guide him. A lot of times when you've done something wrong, or somebody did something wrong for you, or somebody may have blamed you for something that maybe you did not do, sometimes you need God to defend you and to guide you in what you need to do. This also is one where you find favor with people that are in authority, like favor with your teachers or favor with the government, and also in business. So let's hear. Give ear to my words, O Lord, consider my meditation. And what you're basically saying is, Lord, I want you to listen to my meditation. Hearken unto the voice of my cry, my King and my God, for unto thee will I pray. And you're basically saying, God, you're my God. I'm admitting you're my Lord, you're my God. So you should hear me. It's almost like you're saying that to your parent. Okay, well, Mom, you're my parent, so you should be listening to me. And when you're saying that, you're like, okay, God, you're my God, so you should be listening to me. My voice shalt thou hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning will I direct my prayer unto thee, and will look up. In the morning, I'm going to pray. Remember we used to get up at 5:30 every morning, and we did command in our morning for 385 days. We commanded our morning at 5:30 every single morning. So we gave voice to our, got up in the morning and we talked to God. For thou art not a God that hath pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with thee. God, you don't go for you ain't for play. And you ain't trying to have no wicked, no evil and no stuff dwelling in you. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity. Ain't no fool gonna come up in your face, playing a game, doing a huckabuck in front of you, because you don't play. Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. The Lord will abhor the bloody and deceitful. Don't come up, God, speaking no mess. And don't be no major shedder of blood. Don't destroy somebody else, because God is not playing. And don't be deceitful. Don't try to make it seem like you're one thing and you're not. But as for me, he said me. Point yourself and say me. Say me. Online, say me. Say me. Amari, I need your screen. I will come into thy house in the multitude of thy mercy, and in thy fear will I worship toward the holy temple. Lord, I'm going to come into the house. I need some mercy. And I will fear you in your holy temple. Hallelujah. Lead me, O Lord, in thy righteousness because of my enemies. Make thy way straight before my face. Do you know the significant part about the story of Balaam and Balak and the children of Israel? The children of Israel were walking up in righteousness. And so they could not be cursed. So Balaam and Balak came up with a scheme that they would get them into sin, so their curses would work. So as long as we are walking upright, and we are not sinning against God and our fellow man, I don't care how many curses that somebody tries to put on us, they are not going to work. Okay? No matter how many bad things somebody even says. Lead me, okay, for there is no faithfulness in their mouth. Their inward part is very wickedness. Their throat is an open sepulchre. They flatter with their tongue. They lie. Why you always lying? I wasn't lying. Anyway, well, how does the song go?
Why you always lying?
Why you
always lying?
Yeah, that's it. Lying. Yeah, they always lying. Destroy them, O God. Let them fall by their own counsels. Cast them out in the multitude of their transgressions, for they have rebelled against you. Father, just go ahead and just take them out. Just go and destroy them. Yeah. They don't even care. They ain't repenting. They don't care. They think they're going to do what they need to do and get away with it. But then they keep hurting your people. But let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice. Let all of us that praise you, God, rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy, because thou defendest them. Oh, Lord, you defended me. Hallelujah. Let them also that love thy name be joyful in thee. For thou, Lord, will bless the righteous with favor. Wilt thou compass him as with a shield? They said, one day of favor is worth 1,000 days of labor. Do you know that people work really, some people work very, 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 very hard. And I would not say don't do it. But favor can get you into doors quick. I remember a person that I knew, they had worked 11 years in a company. And my business came up overnight, almost seemed like overnight, like within a year. Within that year, she and I were making the same amount of money. In fact, I was making more than her. And she made the comment, I worked 11 years. And you are half my age. And you just did this overnight. And we make the same amount of money. Better yet, you make more money than I do. Some will get theirs by labor. Others will get theirs by what? Favor. And people always say favor is not fair. But favor is just a kind act from a kind God. If you come and, Miss Ron, would you do me a favor? That means you know probably that you had a favor is nothing that you can earn. It's nothing that you can do to deserve it. It's just somebody decides to do something nice for you. Just like a few times when you guys may have messed up on an assignment and I gave you some extra time. That was favor. When you knew that you deserved the grade that you were going to get that day. But favor will cause you to do something totally different. Okay? Alrighty. So now we've got Psalms 5. We'll go to Psalm 6. But before that, we are going to look up some things from the Urban Dictionary.